Hello, everybody. Welcome to the special IWD series of Womenlines. We're having health experts, coaches from across the globe to share exceptional content with you and knowledge with you. So, yes, we are having somebody today from Norway, Dr. Eline Pedersen, award winning international speaker and exceptional chiropractor. She is passionate about helping her patients achieve optimal health and wellness. Dr. Elena is a wellness expert, mentor, and public health visionary. Dr. Elena has dedicated her career to understanding the effect of birth trauma on the developing child and the pregnant and birthing women's health. Such a pleasure to have you, Dr. Elena, in the show. Welcome at Women Lines.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Charo.
Thanks for your time. So, yes, Dr. Elena, I'm eager to know about you. Please share about yourself in details.
So, yes, thank you so much. And I really appreciate the Womenlines Network. I think you're doing an amazing job. I just want to say that, first of all. And so, yeah, I'm a chiropractor. For some people might know that, about the chiropractor. They've heard about it for the back or for the spine or something like
Lower
that.
back, mostly lower back. We understand
Yes,
that it is
lower
used for
back.
that.
Most common reason why people go to the chiropractor. But the reason why people come to me is because that I facilitate for making the best possible opportunities for the pregnant mom and the birthing child from a mechanical point of view. But not only from a mechanical point of view, because if we are, mechanical point of view is looking at the pelvis, it looks at the nervous system, it looks at the position of the baby, it looks at the space the baby has, the muscles that's holding the uterus and that's hugging the uterus. How are they? Are they tense? Are they relaxed? We are looking at how the neurology is coming right from the top of our spine and our head, and how the hormones are communicating through our nervous system and how that affects the baby. So if the mother can be in a good and relaxed state, and this is very much the core of chiropractic, is to reduce that stress tone in the body. The way the body responds to stress is very physical. Right? We are tensing up, and we want to reduce the stress so that the body and you can cope better with whatever stress is going on. And that's the core of chiropractic for any person that comes to see a chiropractor. But particularly for me, it's important that the mothers that are going towards the end of their pregnancy and throughout their pregnancy are feeling good, and that they can go into the birth with confidence. So the second pillar of my work is very much about information sharing.
Okay.
And the third pillar is about being one of those that can be in the advocacy aspect of things and of policies to try to push for better policies for human rights in this time as well. So as a chiropractor, I work for the individual, but I also group together with others, particularly through an initiative that I took, which is called Birth Forward, where we are a group of beautiful people working together for the better health and well-being of the mother, and for them to be able to make autonomous choices and autonomous decisions throughout their pregnancy and birth. So it all comes together, it wasn't by coincidence that that was an important subject to me. As a pregnancy chiropractor, I was very, very passionate about seeing the mothers through this period with the best possible way. And I realized that actually it's not just the mechanics that has to be in place, it's also the mind that has to be in place, and being, confident. And finally, the system has to be in place. So continuously work on those three aspects. And of course, as the babies are born, we make sure the same story happens for the baby, that their nervous system is in as good condition as it can be so they can express life in the best possible way. And chiropractic treatments are very powerful in that matter, that we can reduce the effect of birth trauma and tension and stress and physical trauma at the time of the birth.
This is sounding so powerful, Dr. Elena. I'm missing this thing during my pregnancy. I've delivered two babies, and never in my mind came that chiropractor can be playing such a big role in life. I mean, this is really a big information, and it has to spread across that chiropractors can be helpful for pregnant women. And the way you have described, I can remember my days, because during pregnancy, women are stressed. They are having their mindset challenges. And nowadays, so many cases we hear where the births are not normal. So I think chiropractors can play a very big role in normal delivery and a relaxed delivery, which is including a healthy mother and a healthy baby born. Fantastic.
Yeah.
want to know more about what unique work are you doing and what's your vision about yourself?
Well, it's, continuing to work with my clients is very important, and not just disappear into mentoring or into the political aspects of things, but really continue to, for my day-to-day work with my clients will always be on my agenda, because I love to see that transformation in the mothers and the babies, and helping them with their breastfeeding and so forth. But I really do believe that one thing that I want to focus on, or one thing I believe, is that if we could protect the first breath, the very first breath that a baby takes, if we take that as the central point, like the core, and we look at all the action and the ring effects around that. So if we could get that first breath to be relaxed, to be without stress, without tension, with as much ease and welcome as it could possibly be, for that breath to be easy and not in cold air and in sharp lights and in a lot of anxiety and stress and fear and medications. And the more we load on it, I believe the more stressful that experience is. And following Michel Lodin's advice and conclusions from his life work, he's a very well-known gynecologist that was one of those that brought water births back, into picture. And I've been fortunate to interview him. He says that really we need to change the language around birth to give the mothers an opportunity to be supported, but not supported really. What we want to do is protect them so that they can do what they need to do within. And if the mother is allowed to do that, he also concludes that the most important time ever in our life, from his research and his review of the research, is the moment of birth in terms of our health and well-being, physically and emotionally and psychologically throughout our life. So the moment of birth is very important. So if we could protect that moment to be as holy as possible and as beautiful as possible for that baby, and as trauma-less as possible for that baby, even if we have to have a cesarean, it can still be really protected and beautiful. Then we can give a better start for people and for children in the next generation. So I focus my work now, and I want to really hone in on this from a research point of view, and for collecting the research. The research is actually there, but we are not practicing this way. We're not practicing and promoting the moment of the baby's outcome in terms of its whole health, apart from being a live birth. Yes, we want live births, but we also want healthy living.
Yes, that's important, and that has to prioritize. Friends, take a note, and I will strongly suggest you should reach out to Dr. Elena. We will be sharing the contact details and website details in the content section. Get mentoring from her for various topics regarding birth and how chiropractors can play a better role in the delivery, and gain the knowledge how you can have a beautiful, memorable delivery with a healthy baby and good health for yourself. So yes, Dr. Elena, as a coach, as a mentor, how can you bring difference in your coachee's life, and what other benefits she can get? Can you highlight something?
So yeah, I think I'm very, very inspired and very passionate about sharing what I have learned, and I humbly, I just know so much. There's so many people that know so much, and I think collaborating, networking, and I have a great opportunity to do that. I know a lot of different people in different sectors, so it's not just mentoring with me. It's mentoring with the whole aspect. But I really focus a lot on the chiropractors, because I think I can support and give them something very special in terms of becoming a leader in their community as a pediatric and pregnancy chiropractor. So my main focus in mentoring is on that group of people. But at the same time, there are also the opportunity to ask me questions. And I've written an ebook that will be very soon launched, which is talking about how to start a movement or how to launch a movement. And it's to do, it's my observations and my learnings from what we did with Birth Forward. And that's also something I can give some guidance on, like how to really create a change in the community and to make a non-profit organization. So I work both with chiropractors and with other entrepreneurs that wants to do something for their communities, or not just entrepreneurs, but anybody that wants to make change in the community. I'd like to support and see what I can help and how I can mentor them in that process. So those are the two things. And with the different multicultural aspects that I have, being from Norway, my clinic is in Scotland and in Cyprus. I live in Cyprus. I'm married to a Cypriot. I've also got American blood. I've got a lot of different, angles in the world I can bring to the table, and I can see things from people's own view and help them to develop something that's unique to them. I don't want to them to reproduce my story. I would like my mentees to develop themselves from within where they are. Of course, this is what the mentor's job is, obviously, but I really want to stress that it's important to find your passion and what kicks you, because you run out of steam very easily if you try to just copy somebody else's story.
So
There are things that can be
beautifully said.
copied,
So
but not
beautifully
everything.
said. Yes, so powerful sharing and so beautiful sharing. I strongly agree with you. And this knowledge has to spread, definitely. So, friends, do reach out to Dr. Elena and get coaching from her. And not even as a pregnant lady, if you're a doctor, a chiropractor, learn from her how this can be used for healthy deliveries. So, yes, Dr. Elena, my last question. Please share some message for my readers and audience.
Yes, I mean, I think we need to take a bit of time to breathe and to really think about what we want to spend our energy on. And if you've come to the little bit, maybe the group that you have is within, women particularly that are in their phase of life where really they're starting to express themselves, make sure you take the right steps. I would really advise to have a mentor or a coach that's in your field or in your direction, somebody you're attracted to, somebody you want to work with, that you admire, find them and work with mentorship. I have, at any point of time, I probably have about 3 different mentors for different aspects of my life. And it's important for me because you can bypass years of running in the wrong direction just by looking into it. I don't know how many times I've said it, that with my coaches, you just saved me 2 years of wasted time. You just got me 2 years ahead of the game, or 1 year ahead of the game, because I spent time to analyze the situation possibly and really look at where I wanted to be. So do look ahead, make sure you are there, think about it as a magnet, and where you're heading, that's where things will attract. So you need to focus about what you really want, because you get what you ask for.
Right.
So if you're asking for trouble, you'll get trouble. If you ask for things to be difficult, you will get it difficult.
Very true.
So look, use your inner wisdom and some mentorship. I really advise for that.
Wonderful share. I can so much relate to you, Dr. Elena, because at Womenlines, you always promote that coaches can play a big role in anybody's life. So as you said, we can really save our time and energy. Instead of trying on ourselves, we should be getting guidance from the right mentors and coaches, which can really help us to make our life beautiful. Awesome sharing, Dr. Elena. Thank you so much for your time. All the best for your book. All the best for your future ventures. Stay safe. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
lovely to meet you.
Same here.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye.